What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got some of the creepiest and craziest TikToks that'll make you rethink everything. So you gonna wanna stay locked in, cause you ain't gonna believe this. Guy sends drone to space and captures odd objects. First of all, I gotta know what I'm looking at first. I don't know. Could be some kind of satellite or something. I don't know, man. Definitely unidentified. What y'all think?
It's pointing up that way, and that's when we heard the Who was that?
I don't know.
Huck! Get over here!
It's gotta be from a movie.
Jeff! There's nobody here! Oh my gosh. There's no way. Jeff, there's no one in here!
It just vanished.
Jeff, there's nowhere he could have went. Are you guys all right? Did you see that person in the black cloak?
I don't know what the hell I seen, Buck. I come running up to this barn. I look through the window. I see this cloaked figure go through the door.
Whoa.
But he didn't come out the other side. It's like he turned into the wind and just vanished.
What the hell was that?
In all my days on this world, I've never seen anything like that.
I don't understand this.
There's nothing special there. It's just a regular door.
No, it's not, Jeff.
There's something not right about all this.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
Thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see, black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's
hope
something.
you're right.
Wow. Wow, bro. That is pandering.
My friend, are you not embarrassed?
Wow.
Listen, reading the room is a skill that some of these motherfuckers just don't have. Nobody on that panel had the skill of reading the room. Not one person.
For real.
Because nobody on the panel was like,
Don't do it, bro.
first off, let me start by saying black people, vote for whoever the hell you want to vote for. But I don't think he understands that black people aren't fucking with Joe Biden not because they want to go fuck with Donald Trump. There's just no other options. And it's definitely not for them bum ass sneakers. I don't care what nobody says. These are butt.
Yeah.
These are trash. Okay? The T stands for trash. Listen, the only people that are buying these are sneakerheads because they're trying to resell.
They're not bad looking sneakers, but you will not see them in the black community. I can 100% guarantee you. The only people that will buy those, just like he said, it's going to be sneakerheads for resale. So, yeah.
They're for like $1,000, $2,000 now. And don't think that I'm hating on Donald Trump because I don't like Donald Trump. If Joe Biden came out with the Sleepy Joe ones, I'd be saying the same shit. With that being said, I don't care if they're the Sleepy Joe ones or the Trump trashes. I'm not voting for a candidate because of sneakers. It's just, that's never going to be a thing. All I want to know, all people really want to know is, are we going to be able to afford things again? That's it. I don't care who sits in that office. Are you going to do what's right by the people? That's all people want to know. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. And if you're not going to do any of those things or push towards doing those things, I'm not voting. What the fuck is the point?
If people can't see that's pandering right there, if the whole point of him making the sneaker was to get the black vote, that is pandering, bro. And that's wrong. You shouldn't do things like that to get a vote. That means that you're literally, your whole purpose for actually getting in the office is not to do anything worth voting for, right? You're not helping nobody. So you just want to get the vote, you know? And it's crazy how the black vote matters that much, right? Because if it didn't, then you wouldn't need the black vote. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't try to make my channel black and white, man, but it's these issues come across these TikToks and you just have to say something about it, man. But yeah, I don't want nobody holding those shoes over in front, dangling shoes in front of me, talking about, you vote for me, you can get these. Come on, bro. Just because you know I like sneakers, bro, it's really messed up. It really is. But what y'all think?
I have no idea what that is. Hey, my friends. Hey, beautiful ones. That's absolutely beautiful. My gracious, dear ones. Love y'all. Wow. Fantastic. I don't know what that is. It's a beautiful craft is what that is. Hey, my dear friends. Love you. My gracious, look how beautiful you are. That is just absolutely fantastic. Love you, beautiful ones. Thank you. Thank you, gorgeous ones. Hold on, buddy. Don't pull on me, friend. You're pulling, don't. Hey, gorgeous ones. Oh, you're wonderful. How absolutely beautiful you are. Wow. Gorgeous. Hey, sweet friends. That is truly fantastic. Love you too. Absolutely love you, friends. Thank you for always being there for me. Choked myself up. Wow, look at you. Hey. Beautiful.
What
I
is
have never
that,
seen
though?
anything like that. Love you, sweet friend. My goodness, you're so wonderful. Thank you, beautiful ones. What I'm moving out here. Gorgeous, my friends. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you. I still needed this tonight. And you knew it too. Of course you do. Love each other. Absolutely. How wonderful, my dear friends.
He's really in awe.
Love y'all.
And you know what?
Thank you.
I can't say that I wouldn't be either, but I don't think I'll be talking to him like that, though.
Okay, I'm going this way a little bit more. See how long I can see our dear friends. That is absolutely amazing. There's no clouds anywhere. Oh, that's fantastic. Beautifully done, my dear friends. Love y'all. Thank you.
It would have been real crazy to see that with your own two eyes instead of through a video camera. I mean, it still looks stunning though, but still ain't nothing like seeing the real thing, right? Because I really want to see one. I want to see a spaceship. I want to see a UFO. I haven't seen any, man, but I really want to see one. I really do. I don't think anybody would be as freaked out as they think they would if they saw a UFO. Because if in all this time, everybody's been spotting these UFOs, and if there are extraterrestrials boarding these UFOs and they haven't done anything to us, then that means that they ain't here for us. Maybe they're here to protect us. Who knows? What y'all think, though?
All right, man, this is getting creepy and weird, man. Like, for real, for real. Now, have you ever had a thought about something? You didn't tell nobody. You didn't talk about it out loud. But then you get on your phone and that exact same thing that you was thinking about is on your phone? Man, watch this right here.
Your brain, but of course it goes further. So in this one, they said, can they understand your monologue, the things you're saying to yourself? So your dreams are no longer safe. watch the video and just narrate what was going on in the video in my mind. So the woman, she's hit in the back, she falls over. This is what the computer reconstructed the person thinking. See a girl, looks just like me, get hit in the back, and then she's knocked off. So our thoughts, like ours, yeah, this is not what this means for authoritarian states or business.
So basically, these group of scientists got together and add human subjects and put them into a MRI machine and map their brain, right? And they asked them certain questions, and they told them to watch certain things and to visualize what it is that they're watching, right? Or talk to themselves. While AI, at the same time, who's never seen what they're seeing, mapped out their brain to what it is that they see. What? Bro, this goes deeper than what we think it is, man. So the thoughts that we're thinking might not even be our own thoughts. Of course, we already know that certain beings in other realms, they, suggest things to us. But this is on a whole nother level. So it's not just our phones listening to us and, the cameras are watching us. There's also something else. Watch this.
Works of this. How about Wi-Fi radio signals, sort of like the Wi-Fi house.
I saw this one before.
Sort of like sonar. Can you go from that to where human beings are, to images? So what they did is they had a camera looking at a space with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals, so sonar from the to predict, like, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera. So all the AI had was a language of radio signals in that room, and this is what they're able to reconstruct. Close estimation.
Yeah, I saw this before.
So suddenly AI has turned Wi-Fi router into a camera that can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings.
Man, hell no.
And it's really weird because I got my Wi-Fi router right behind me. Good thing I don't do no crazy stuff up here. But yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's really weird, man. Like, you are being watched. And it makes you think, like, was slavery ever abolished? And even though, and let's just say that even if we know that we have a corrupt government, right? So even if slavery was abolished, who's to say they can't do any underhanded, sneaky stuff and say, hey, this stuff is good for this and it's for that, but in real life, it's to watch you and keep an eye out on you to make sure you're complying and following protocol, the law. Right? And it's just being disguised as something that can help or add value. But in real life, it's just slavery. What if? What y'all think, though?
China is experiencing one of its coldest winters ever in life recorded history. Lakes and rivers freezing up instantly, trapping the goddamn animals. This what just happened a couple of days prior, about a week ago, before the freeze started coming. And on top of all of that, cold depths is increasing rapidly due to the temperatures below 52 degrees. It's so goddamn cold that the building's freezing. Let's get into it. Hey, this shit crazy. The building's freezing, the windows freezing, everything. Thing to me that they fucking with the weatherization machines again. But y'all tell me what y'all think and how y'all feel about all these shenanigans in the comment section. Like, follow, and share for more.
Okay, that's the moon. It's a little fuzzy out here, and it's a kind of a cruddy phone, but it's slightly overcast. Well, what the heck is that? That's not the sun, and according to my little planet guide, it's not a planet. What the heck is that? Any help would be appreciated.
That's my Air Force right there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened right there. Did the Air Force, did they knock down the balloon or something? I don't know.
The government tricks you. They will arrest you before you've had a trial without a grand jury indictment. They break the law completely. They put you in orange clothes and shackles, and nearly 3 days later, after they've held you in jail for these close to the maximum 72 hours. They bring you before a judge, and he asks you, how do you plead? And your bar attorney will nudge you in the ribs saying, enter plea, enter plea, enter plea. You absolutely do not enter a plea. And our copper cards teach you what to do and what not to do. You want to demand to see the verified criminal complaint. Because most of the time the district attorneys give you a love letter about all of these codes you broke. But the district attorney can't write a verified criminal complaint. They work for the government. They're not a real party of interest. A person, another citizen, has to pick up pen and paper and write a verified criminal complaint, and they can't prosecute you without one of those. And what they next have to do is they need to prove that you have act, intent, and damage, that there's probable cause for this crime. And if they don't have any of that in place, they can't prosecute you. However, if they get you into their court, they put you in front of their high priest in a black nightie, and he says, how do you plead? And you say, I'm not guilty, or no contest. They then say, ha, you agreed to be prosecuted. Right. Let's go ahead with the prosecution. It's now under contract. You've agreed to be prosecuted. You've taken the hook, line and sinker. You've agreed to go in and be prosecuted. And it's a trick these criminals are pulling. It's fraud, it's criminal, it's completely outside the constructs of the United States Constitution and law and order and everything that's decent. And this is how our judges and our lawyers are building a criminal enterprise which has thrown so many people in this nation behind bars and been very profitable for the lawyers, the cops, and the judges. Thank you.
And you know what else is crazy, though? Is that even if you try to go and use your constitutional rights, which is that they have to present to you what jurisdiction it is, they have to bring you in front of your complainant, the person that says you did this, and if they can't, then they have to dismiss it. Even if you try to go with that, they still find a workaround, or they will constantly perpetuate or ask the same question or try to get you to agree to a plea or something like that, or to say that I'm guilty, you know, so they can get you in the system. And once you get in the system, then you're labeled as a habitual criminal. So yeah, man, it's really illegal, because when you get locked up, if you get arrested, you're supposed to see a magistrate before you even go to see a jail cell. This is how it's supposed to go. But hey, it is what it is. This is why different states have different regulations, laws and regulations to kind of counter the constitutional rights. So yeah, it's really weird, man. And you got the Confederate side of the United States, and you have the Union side, and they all don't operate under the same laws. It's weird. So this is why it's imperative that you know, it's super important that you know the laws of the land in which you live. It's super important, bro. But what y'all think about that, though?
What is that?
Actually, we encountered something strange.
Oh, you better clip it. We don't know what it is.
Look like stars.
To me, that is unidentified right there. That's unidentified. E.T. phone home. Oh, come on, camera. Quit your focusing problems, would you? Oh, look at that. It's getting brighter.
Kind of look like a star.
Oh, craziness right now.
Then again, it might not be.
All right, I'm trying to hold it steady on there. I'm trying to hold it for everybody. Come on, screen recording right now. The moon will move in front of them. That is true, Darren. That is true. It probably will. It was no more than 50 feet from us. It observed us about 10. Oh, dang. Okay. Okay. I discovered aliens.
No stars.
Now, technically, we didn't identify what that is. So does that go down as a UFO because it's unidentified, right?
Definitely unidentified.
That is revat.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It looked like stars for a minute, then it started to look like something bigger than stars, but it could just be the focus on the camera. I really don't know, but what y'all think?
Hadlukan ko. Hadlukan ko. Ayoko sila wasumado.
Damn. This is China?
Boleh ka ni sir, be?
Malaysia?
Nga po, sis. Alina sila wasumado. What?
Philippines? He's definitely floating. Or it could be the illusion of the way the guy is holding his legs.
Hadlukan ko. Hadlukan ko. Ayoko sila wasumado.
I want to see him float without people holding him.
Boleh ka ni sir, be? Nga po, sis. Alina sila wasumado. What?
I don't know. It looked like they was doing some sort of exorcism or something, man. And I don't know if that guy was really floating. It could have been the way the guy was holding his feet and stuff. So he was just trying to get loose. And as he was getting loose, his body kind of warped in the middle and looked as if it was levitating. I don't know. What y'all think?
It's being reported nationwide. The tracking website downdetector.com is reporting more than 32,000 outages for AT&T customers. We're also hearing reports of customers with AT&T are struggling to call 911.
It's not good. All right, more than 800 outages also reported for Verizon and T-Mobile users. It's unclear what caused this outage. There has been no word yet from any of these major cellular networks. Did you have a problem this morning, Pete?
I didn't notice.
Welcome.
Great to be here. I did not notice it, but a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And it's coast to coast. It's not that thing that was just happening here in New York. Apparently, reports are it's all the way to LA. Maybe.
Explain. According to cell service outage tracker downdetector.com, customers of AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and other smaller providers reported service outages beginning at 3 a.m. Eastern time this Thursday morning. It seems the outages were concentrated in large cities. Some users reported their phones were showing an SOS message, which can happen when phones...
Yeah. I don't know. This got to be talking about that outage that happened a few days ago. So, yeah.
Look how the well interacts with the babies.
So this guy put his newborn baby up in front of the glass, and moments later, this orca shows up to check it out. Now, orcas are one of the most intelligent animals out there, and this video is living proof of that. The fact that this orca recognizes a little baby and is playfully reacting is incredible, and they've been known to be very curious out in the wild as well. Huh? Easily one of my favorite animals in the whole world. What do you think about orca?
Now, y'all know how they said that they don't want us to interact with dolphins and shit, right? They also told us that orcas was one of the most dangerous sea animals in the ocean. Now, remember how they was telling us that orcas is like the most dangerous, like, sea animal, right? Like, just as dangerous as a shark, right? What if we have a connection with these animals, y'all, that they not trying to tell us about? What if this is our missing communication, bro, with the orcas and dolphins? Because y'all know they made that law that we're not supposed to be able to talk to these creatures, even if we come encounter with them. Why?
I don't know. Either that orca like kids or that orca was trying to be smart and get dinner. What y'all think?
We're learning how to build bombs. We're learning how to make money. We're learning how to create poison, and we call it medicine. This is not what they do. They don't understand why anybody would hate somebody else.
How did religion play a role at that point in time?
Religion was created by man in order to control the masses. The spiritual world will bring you to a more positive way of living. No wars, more transparency, more unity. If you're going to take Moses, according to the Bible, Moses today would be considered a serial killer.
Maybe you're wrong. And maybe it does come from a very high place.
You're mixing two things. They knew when those planets were going to disappear. Those entities that lived on those planets. The decision was made. Let's move them onto Earth.
What do you mean by disappear? What is disappearing?
Every planet has a date, and eventually they just self-destruct.
Do you have any knowledge when it comes to the expiration date of Earth? Atlantis existed on this planet.
Yes.
They were a very spiritually advanced nation, and they destroyed themselves because they did things that were the opposite.
What really destroyed Atlantis is their technology. Take the AI technology that's coming into the world right now. If it will happen the way they're planning, it will bring the world to self-destruction. The only place in the universe that you have war is here. No planet has wars.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I definitely got to watch that. But I believe that every planet has an expiration date, because if you think about it, and if you think about the Big Bang Theory, right? So if the Big Bang Theory is actually real, that means that we are actually in a slow down explosion, right? And what for us that takes over 1 million years to happen is happening super fast out in space because of time dilation, right? Just look it up, time dilation. And things move a whole lot faster outer space than it does here. On certain, especially depending on what planet you're on, right? It's crazy how that works. I still don't know how it works, but it is what it is. So that means that the reason why the sun is getting hotter is because it's actually an explosion. And as the years go on, the explosion is getting bigger. And this is why you're seeing the solar flares and all of these different things. All of this stuff is happening in slow motion. But hey, that's another story for another time. But what do y'all think?
Anyone else besides me, you find this a little weird? All of the stuff that they
Eclipse
are
tips
telling us to do when
Yeah,
it
that
comes
is
to
weird.
this eclipse. What do they know that we don't know? They're telling us to get groceries. They're telling us to stock up on essentials. They're telling us to have cash on hand just in case.
Yeah, that's weird.
So what exactly do they know that we don't know? That first photo that you seen was a news station in Arkansas. This one that you're seeing on screen is from a place in Ohio. So what exactly do they know is coming? What are they not telling us?
I don't know.
This is some strange stuff indeed.
Yeah, super strange.
You tell me what you think about all of this. They're even saying possible gas shortages. Very strange stuff is happening. Some strange things are definitely ahead. Be ready and be prepared, because you never know what's coming next.
I don't know what's to come. What if that during this solar eclipse, right, that the corona emits so much radiation or so many solar flares that it causes a disruption in our electromagnetic field, right? Which causes our electricity to go out and things of that nature. But if it goes dark and it never gets light again? I don't know, man. But the way that they planning this stuff and they sending us warnings, I've never heard them say, get ready, how to prepare for an eclipse. Never saw this all my life. I've probably lived through 90 to 100 eclipse, right? Different ones, lunar, solar, and I've never heard them say this. So it's really weird, man. But hey, everybody got it. Y'all better get yourself together, man. Don't procrastinate. When TikTok, when you scrolling on TikTok and they showing you these little crank radios and stuff, hey, better get it. I don't know. But what y'all think that? Why y'all think they doing this? Y'all let me know. Hiker confronted by alien. Everything's an alien. Is this a blurry video? Definitely blurry. It's not no damn alien. Look how blurry the video is, bro. What the hell? And why it always don't never come up on land and get the guy? Like, come on, man. This is sick. Look how slow he walking. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Right. And when I found out that McDonald's have a contract with over 10,000 hospitals across the world,
why not?
I'm trying to figure out, how does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
How does that make sense, bro?
When did you ever go into a hospital to recover from anything and feel like you were better in any way in this sterile environment with these laminate floors, with these walls that look like you're actually about to be processed for a custodial sentence?
That's
Where did you ever feel?
That's why I call a hospital a house of hospitality.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, the house of hospitality. I'll make you comfortable until you die. Don't worry. I'll make
Pretty
you
much
comfortable. Electric
There's
this,
nothing
electric
to
that.
worry about when you're dying, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't never liked hospitals, bro. Never. And it's just weird. It's a weird looking place. It's weird. So all these facilities are to mentally trick you. Yeah, just like school buildings. Look like jail. If you've never been to jail, you've never been to prison, then you don't know. And let's keep it real. All schools don't look like that. Okay? You have your upper class schools that actually look like school and learning facilities. Then there are the ones where I'm from that looks just like prisons. But that's another story for another time. What y'all think, though?
So we got to get into this because a home invasion in Houston, Texas just ended very, very badly. First, I want to show you guys something of what's happening not just in Texas and other states around the country, but pretty much nationwide right now. Let's have a look at this real quick.
Well, major cities across the U.S. getting hit hard by the crime surge, especially where I live in D.C.
Major city.
Jones had a chance to talk with some people in Memphis, St. Louis, and D.C. about what they're seeing.
Hey, good morning, family.
Yeah, you've been on the road all week.
We're looking at America destroyed right now. We even have the criminals coming across the border, going against the cops right here. You got kids that are going to steal, rob. They got the AR-15s, and there's no consequence.
So here's the part that was wrong about that interview. It said there was no consequences. As you can read on the screen, a Texas man was blocked and blocked after 3 men tried to steal his truck and break into his home. Think about that. Houston police say masked men entered house, turned off lights, shot victim while family was present. Guys, this is crazy. And this guy probably got caught off guard. So some people, it will be a totally different story, guys. So
yeah,
just understand that if you are not someone who has a way to protect your family, read the story and understand that this could be you, Deuces.
I think I speak for everybody when I say, I wish a motherfucker would. Did I just jump timeline?
I need somebody on my Facebook to let me know what this is and how the fuck this happened.
What the hell happened to the bottle?
It's supposed to look like that.
Bro, how?
You gotta grab it by the neck to drink. Look at choke that shit.
He had to buy it like that. I don't know, man.
I got a death grip on the fucking door. Holy shit. Oh.
Yeah, I remember that video right there. Oh, wow. Ain't nobody sitting there, but there's a shadow. What? Yeah, that's weird. That's super weird right there. I don't even know what to say. Y'all know what that could be? Only thing I could say is a glitch in the Matrix. Or a camera trick. But we're going to say glitch in the Matrix.
Brittany is watching TV with her daughter when this happens.
4.
Got 3.
4?
But you don't have 4 kids.
Why? Why not?
You just don't let it live with you.
Where do you live?
In Sand Springs.
In Sand Springs?
Yep.
With who?
My father.
Well, when you go to bed, you're here. So, you live with me.
I stayed the night.
Stayed the night with?
Yeah, I stayed the night every night.
Where?
At your house. Because my grandfather died.
When did your grandfather die?
Well, since our house is bleeding everywhere.
Bleeding?
Inside of it. Remember, whenever our house is on the street? Remember? On the street?
Your house on the street bleeds?
No, my house. My mom's. She climbed up it. She turned into a monster. And she died. So now she's dead.
Your mom's dead?
Wow.
Yeah. My grandfather and my mom. So now I live with you.
What's your name?
Angeli. Angeli Grace died.
Who's Angeli?
Me. That's why you have 3 kids.
The clip went viral on May 11th of last year, and the following day, Courtney received thousands of messages revealing that there was actually an obituary for a woman in Sand Springs with the name Angeli Grace Dye, who had allegedly been murdered. After waking up to this news, Courtney decides to call the Sand Springs Police Department. She manages to speak to a detective.
Angeline. Yes, ma'am.
Who says that they are unaware of any case with this name, but that they were going to look into it and get back to her. Since the video, Courtney has not posted anything more on the subject, and nobody since could find anything on this alleged murder. Many, however, are still leaving comments to this day, recounting their own experiences with their children, who have very similar claims of past life identities, and that they too truly believe what their kids have to say. What do you believe?
Bleeding everywhere. Inside of it. Remember, whenever our house.
You know what? Man, ain't nothing too far-fetched in this world, bro. At all. That baby could be harboring the spirit of somebody else. But why would that spirit remember everything? I'm talking about verbatim. That's the weird part. Because when you transcend, you're supposed to forget that part. Yeah, that's crazy. What y'all think, though?
So there's this weird psychological phenomenon that happens to Arctic explorers. When they're out there too long, surrounded by nothing but snow in all directions, that can actually cause them to hallucinate and have altered states of mind. And the craziest part is you can actually force yourself to hallucinate by tricking your brain into having the same reaction that they do out there, but like from the comfort of your own home, apparently. It's called the Ganzfeld effect, and it's basically a loophole in our brains that allow us to hallucinate and have altered states of mind without the use of any drugs. The exact same phenomenon happens to people who get stuck in caves for days or weeks at a time. When they have seen nothing but pitch black for days, they hallucinate. And people who spend long periods of time in the middle of the ocean. Seeing nothing but water in all directions can cause you to hallucinate. Ganzfeld is a German word that basically translates into English as complete field of vision. The Ganzfeld effect is what happens when you cover your complete field of vision with the same one monotonous thing. If you want to experience the Ganzfeld effect at home, you totally can. All you need are ping pong balls, headphones, and a light source. Turn the radio to a station playing nothing but static. Lie down on the couch and then tape the 2 ping pong balls to your eyes. Within minutes, you will begin to experience a bizarre set of sensory distortions. Who would be down to do this with me? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, it's actually, that's not a scary thing to do because we did it as an experiment in science class. And it's crazy because whatever, like made us put headphones on, so whatever you were listening to, like if you were listening to the rainforest, if you put those things on your eyes, it would cause you, they call it a hallucination, I call it like lucid dreaming, because it actually puts you in that place. It's like it's crazy because it's kind of like how blind people work. So let's just say that we think because blind people are blind, they can't see. No, it's the other way around. We just can't see the world that they see in their eyes. And this is why you never hear blind people complain about being blind. They can create whatever world they want to. Their mind can create just through sound. They can create whatever world that they want to. That's why it's really, really important that blind people don't grow up in like treacherous environments. but more so peaceful. Have y'all ever tried that, man? Get in the comments and let me know. Hey, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it right here, man. The mind is amazing. And if you use it in the correct way and not cage your mind up by mono learning things and just spread your wings a little bit, man, you would be amazed at how much you can accomplish and how much more mysterious the world is, you know, and it actually brings you a whole lot more peace, because now you understand why the world is the way that it is and why people are the way that they are. And sometimes I say I don't understand why people do certain things, but I definitely understand why they do it, you know, because it's not for me to understand. Everybody has their own reality. So in their reality, they feel like what they're doing is right. It's not my job to convince them that it's wrong. But one thing I do know is that I love all people. I don't care if you're Christian or Satanist. I don't care what you are. I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a Christian. I'm not anything that bounds me to one thing. I'm an omnist, which means I believe that all religion has some truth to it. So that means I respect all of it, right? I chose that way of life because I've always been an omnist. I just didn't know what the name was. And once I found out what an omnist was in my journey, I labeled myself as that, right? And it works for me, you know, because I can still say, praise the Lord, and I can still say, thank God, and I can still say all praises to the Most High, and all while keeping it all positive and still be me and not be boxed in. I'm free to be whoever I want to be. And this is what makes my mind the way that it is. In my world, I have a great mind. In other people's world, I may not, but that's fine because that's your world. And I'm not here to change your world. But what I am here to do is to be some sort of mediator, right? To introduce you to something different for a change. And it's hard sometimes being an angel in a world full of demons. That's why I protect my peace by staying away from those type of people, staying away from negative people. If you have the feeling within you to want to say something negative and it makes you feel like a big bad man, then I hate to break it to you, bro, you're not a man. Because if you gotta belittle people to make yourself feel bigger, man, you really, to be honest, you pussy. I'm gonna just be honest with you, you know? Because, so I'm not trying to get too far off topic, but I'm here to say that open your mind up. Don't be subject to one type of learning, right? Because there's so much out there to learn. That's why when you see certain things, you be like, I don't understand this. What is this? Oh, this is not it. Oh, it's against God. You can't say that because you're being mono-mind. Open your mind up. Spread your wings a little bit. It's not against your religion to do that. You can still be who you are. You can still worship and praise who you want to. I think that the world would be a better place if we learn how to respect everything and everybody. But hey, it is what it is. Do what you will with that information though. And hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person.